Good afternoon. My name is Eric Beach, and I'm a candidate for the new Innovation Success Manager position. I would like to take a few moments of your time to show my vision for a new improved innovation process for the company and what will be needed to be done to successfully implement these improvements into the culture of the company. International Business Machine, or IBM, has been in existence for over 100 years when you trace its beginnings back to the late 1800s. They have survived many financial crises and 2 world wars and a plethora of state problems such as embargoes and intellectual theft. In the years of existence for IBM, they have created many different products and services for different markets. A few of these markets are service business, cloud design, systems, and mainframe computing. International Business Machine, or IBM, has an innovation framework that rivals any large technology company. In the technology sector, it is imperative to be able to create and innovate new ideas for products and services offered to clients. Technology is always changing and becoming outdated, so to remain in the industry, it's an absolute necessity to have the innovation engine always producing new ideas for products and services. Culture plays a tremendous role at IBM in concern to innovation. It is a central theme for the exposed values and norms for the company. An organization has built in their everyday life a path for innovative ideas to occur, test, and take the good ideas to market as either revamped services or products from previous capabilities to new product innovations, such as a pioneer's entrance into marketplaces. One of the values that encapsulates the innovation culture for the company is innovation that matters for the company and the world. This value shows the company's goal of always reinventing itself, helping the status of the world, and providing a long-term success path for the company. IBM has a globally managed framework for the innovation process. The idea that all employees are to be entrepreneurs is driven into all personnel. Responsibility lies with the top stakeholders in the case of product development. They are allocated 1 day per week to work on their projects and develop through the innovation framework. Senior business managers and top talent managers act as mentors to personnel on these projects. The goal is to have a measurable success in a 6-month period. To be an innovative leader, a person or company must realize why we innovate. According to DESE, reasons for innovations are people, profit, prosperity, and planet. A vision statement should represent a state of being that each of us feel where the company should be. It is a goal we are always striving for but never will hit. For my personal vision, when my work is finally done, I want to leave long-lasting revenue streams and a positive impact on our company, society, and planet. I have several factors or qualities that will allow me to bring added value benefits to the company. One is that I know myself very well. I know where my strengths and weaknesses are, and I'm not afraid of criticism. It makes us all better people. My disposition does not fail to the ideal that I have to be the smartest person in the room. This is due to surrounding myself with smart people in areas where I am weak. I have experience in several other industries such as pharmaceuticals, entrepreneurship, automotive, and injection molding for a brief overview of the sectors. These sectors saw value-added programs or ideas that I helped create. I have proven my ability of making the company either more efficient, more profitable, or both. I have dealt with projects that came in over budget and value engineered them to make the project feasible with consideration of the budget restraints. I always ask others for opinions, and I value critical feedback to solve a problem. No person knows everything. I make sure to use all my resources. This would fall under the 4 lenses of innovation, with leveraging resources, understanding needs, challenging orthodoxies, and harnessing trends. There is a few major changes that I would like to introduce at IBM to redesign the innovation structure that exists. One of the major changes is the creation of a center of excellence. Now, this would not replace the folk institution that is in place now, but this center would be concentrated in areas of oversight on the projects across the scope of the substructures that already exist in the structure. These include Big Blue, AlphaWorks, and so forth. This is due to the weakness presented, in my opinion, of a lack of control exemplified in the current structure. The current structure does not give enough focus on time and resources spent in a timely manner, in my opinion. For example, their current expectation is to provide a sellable product or have substantial movement when stakeholders of the product give results at the 6-month interval. This could be 6 months wasted of time. My change is going to be concerned with leveraging our resources in a better way than just a presentation in 6 months, which to evaluate. With the new structure and the addition of the COE, we will require updates in 30-day increments. The COE will be able to work the innovations and help push the idea down the innovation funnel for quicker outcomes and better resource allocation. This will be done by constant monitoring and working on projects on a constant basis, comparative to the 1 day a week standard that is currently employed at IBM. The second major change would have the internship program for current college students to the COE with all external stakeholders. These people will provide the day-to-day work on project to accelerate the timelines of idea to product. The students also bring in the fresh ideas, and combined with working with external and internal stakeholders will allow the project to be completed faster and allow the identification of people with the entrepreneur skills needed at IBM. Fostering a strategy for engaging employees will be accomplished by reducing bureaucracy. This will be accomplished by the COE implementation, pushing for more attention to ideas to recognize failures earlier. With that said, IBM will have to add a reward for failure policy and also accomplishment. This will be done in a couple different ways. One way is the celebration of failure and the archive project. We also reward personnel for their idea moving to the next stage of idea progression down the innovation funnel. Rewards would be small monetary amounts and intrinsic rewards, such as a day off paid. The people with the top 10 ideas, teams with the most new products or services, will be sent for a week conference with the external industry stakeholders to have an innovation summit each year. The COE will allow for more concentration on projects and will have a quicker turnaround time on decisions for going forward or getting out. The decisions, like I said, will occur every 30 days instead of 6 months intervals. We also need to promote a playful independence by allowing personnel to have more decisions on projects that they would like to work on. If a person wants to help with another project due to feeling personal and professional satisfaction, this should be allowed due to the employee having more say on their destiny at work. What I project happening is an initial transition of people changing projects, and then it will settle down. The COE again will be responsible for monitoring and keeping the momentum going forward, and also monitoring rewards, incentives, and other positive attributes of stakeholders. The steps I will need to take upon hire will be the creation of the COE. This will be a building and a standalone campus. We need a building outfitted with the latest technology and communication tools available. We will need to hire more engineers. This number will be dependent on the current ideas in the activity bank. The next requirement we need will be the support of the senior leadership of the changes with announcements of the new rewards offered and the incentives to earn a place on the top 10 teams for the once-a-year conference. We will need a financial backing for the rewards for failure and other promotions. We will need senior leadership and known change agents to support these initiatives, so we need to host the seminars on the changes and get their input to modify the program. This will support their buy-in from these people. The kickoff party should be a momentous occasion at all facilities. We will welcome people to the new COE as it comes online. We will need to reach out to educational institutions to find the brightest and youngest people for internships. We will need training set up for the middle management for program buy-in, and so they have their input heard and considered. Thank you for your time today. As I envision the future of IBM with these new improvements, I see a bright shining star on the horizon. We just need to get there. I believe that my suggested improvements will show us the guiding light to the star. I would like to open the floor now for questions.